New tonight, colleges and universities here in central Iowa are looking to get back to some sense of normal. They're hosting various vaccine events to help make that possible. A Local 5's John Diaz shows us the different strategies they're using and why they say it's so important.
Meredith Evans and Abby Richards are nursing students at DMACC, both eager for college life to get back to normal.
Because it could leave your arm just a little bit tender for the next day or two.
But first, they're helping fight a pandemic.
When I started nursing school, this wasn't going on. It was in the beginning of my very first semester that all this kind of came about, so totally last thing I thought would ever happen.
DMACC this week hosting a vaccination event at their Ankeny campus for faculty and staff.
Our goal is to have as many faculty, staff, and students as we can vaccinated. We feel that gives us our best chance to have an immunity level that lets us have more students in person learning in the classroom.
300 faculty and 600 students signing up to get their vaccine.
The demand is there. We've had, just like I said, a great response from our folks because I think they see the value.
At Iowa State University, Mandy Fales-Williams is a veterinary pathology professor.
I look forward to having a room full of students again and being able to interact with them.
The importance for her and those students comes down to education.
And if a student looks at something I've presented in lab and has a question about it, and I can be right there to answer it, that's so meaningful.
ISU set to hold clinics for students 6 days a week starting April 20th. Drake University, meanwhile, holding a series of clinics for their students starting Friday. Back at DMACC, Evans looking forward to what the next year will bring.
And just hanging out with meeting people from your profession and really meeting friends. I feel like that's the big thing with being like a college student.
And John, how close are universities to getting back to normal?
Yeah, Stephanie, DMACC, for example, telling us that they really plan to get very close to normal by the fall semester, but they say it's not going to look exactly like 2019. ISU today telling us that it's really too soon to tell what their fall semester is going to look like. Everyone has sort of learned how quickly things can change. Stephanie?
All right, John, thanks so much. Colleges across the nation are starting to require their students and staff get the COVID-19 vaccine. At Simpson College in Indianola, they are not requiring anyone to get the vaccine just yet, but they can if they want to. In fact, they do already with other vaccines. And if a student is vaccinated, they're required to tell the school.
So we have surveillance testing on campus, and they don't have to partake in the surveillance testing if they've been vaccinated or are fully immunized.
Surveillance testing is when students are randomly picked and tested for COVID-19. This has slowed the spread on campus. We also reached out to Iowa State University and Drake. ISU is discussing the possibility of making it a requirement, but they have not made up their mind on that just yet, and Drake didn't get back to us.